In Matthew 7:7, that is Matthew chapter 7, verse 7, the Bible said, according to them, Bible talks. Seek, you shall find. Knock, that the doors will be opened to you, and ask, that you shall receive. I know that my friends, my admirers, and those who attack me will quickly point out that and ask me, why are you quoting the scripture? Yes, this is one of the chapter and verse I know, and it is for a reason that I work with this. The reason is that these principles of seeking, of knocking and asking, were ancient wisdoms. They are ancient wisdoms. They were the wisdoms, principles that the ancients used greatly to discover a lot of things and to, create so many things. Not confined to Christianity, but it found its way for the mind controllers to use it for influence and for control and what have you. They want to use it within the context of Christianity, not in the context of the reality of life. So, but guess what? The awakened souls, when we begin to seek the right way, when we begin to seek truly that knowledge that will bring wisdom, the knowledge that will, that will open you up to true reality of life, to discover that we are one with nature, to discover that God, or whatever you refer to it, even that God doesn't even have a name. Because if you call him God or you call it God, who gave him that name? We are not qualified to give a name to the omnipotent, omnipresence, and omniscience. So, but that's by the way. But the awakened souls, the people who have become conscious of the time and increasing their consciousness, began to seek, and we are finding the reality. We are discovering the reality. The reality is being peeled layer after layer, and we are discovering who we are. Awareness is power. We are becoming greatly aware of our existence, of our nature, of the power within us. And the church said, no, you are heading to hell. What you are seeking is evil. What you are discovering is evil. It is true we said you should seek, but you shouldn't seek outside the matrix. You shouldn't seek outside the box. Wow. When the awakened souls started knocking and the doors of knowledge began to open to us, those Christian fanatics, religious, bigots started, shouting and telling us that, no, you are wrong, knocking at the wrong door. Come to knock on the doors of our cathedral, the doors of our church, so that we will give you the reality. We will show you the reality. Even though God gave you free will, He gave you free will, you are free, to use the will, but you will not determine the result. So don't go there. This free will is not free will at all within the church premises. when we started asking to pull down the wrong narrative that had been bandied all these years, they said, no, you do not have right to ask questions. And then you come back to them and ask them, why did they allow this particular chapter and verse in the scriptures? Or didn't you know that a day will come when men will awaken, when men will begin to ask questions to discover who they are? And that day is now. My true awakened friends and souls, continue to seek for knowledge, for it is the knowledge that will increase your consciousness, that will help you to be conscious of who you are. My fellow awakened souls, continue to knock, that when you knock, the true sense of the doors of knowledge will be open to you. My true friends and awakened souls, continue to ask, that when you ask truly, keep asking, that the true reality, the questions that you ask on a daily basis will lead you and make you to discover who you really are. The time is now. Thank you.